welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Maria.
I am Hannah.
And today we're going to give our predictions for semifinal 1.
Yes.
And it's so exciting. Now it's not long until the Eurovision week in Basel, and we're sorry that we've been gone for a while. We have been focusing on giving you guys the first news updates from the pre-parties, and I hope you enjoyed that. Please talk to us in the comment section if you appreciated that. And we have tried our best to get to Basel.
Yes.
But unfortunately, we haven't been able ourselves, but we have put together a brilliant team for you guys who are going to cover everything from down there. And we will also be very active in that process.
Yeah.
So you will get to know them very soon, and we're very excited about it. So still we're gonna cover Eurovision this year.
Yeah.
But now we have been thinking a lot about the semifinals.
Yes.
And so the first semifinal and the predictions, it's been hard because you need to see them in the pre-parties, you need to feel them.
Yeah.
And some we haven't even seen on stage yet, so it's hard. But let's start with the ones that we think are guaranteed.
Yeah. And we also have to keep in mind that this is the public that are voting. This is not the jury, so we had to keep that in mind, and also the placement of the different countries in the semifinal also makes, everything has everything is an element that we have to think about. So okay, so the guaranteed that we think, we can start with Albania. We think it's a song that is a crowd pleaser. It's interesting enough that a lot of people will vote for it, and it's a stable. It kind of like punched out its biggest competitor during the national finals. Yeah, which I think is a good indicator that this is like people love them, and also they've performed really well in the pre-parties, both on stage with making it interesting with the clothes and with the performance, but also the reception that they've had from the crowd is also it makes me think that they will probably go
I think they're brilliant.
Personally, yes.
And they're so you're just getting entranced into this performance. So fingers crossed for them. Skrøda Elektronike, we love them, and it's something wrong with Eurovision if they don't qualify. Yes. So that's our take on that. The next country up is actually Iceland. And this is because we think they will do really well with the kids, especially. It's a very big hype song. We were not convinced to start off with, but after seeing them in the pre-parties, they bring the hype every time. And the crowd in itself is a testament to what they can do. So based on that, we think they will qualify.
Yeah. And then we have Poland. Justyna is just a legend. The song is powerful. She has so many elements, like the playing with the...
What elements does she not have?
Yeah, it's crazy. And it just makes people just be like, and she has a fan base that is solid and dedicated. So I think she is guaranteed. Yeah,
she's a world-class performer for sure. And it's a cool song as well. Next up, we have Ukraine and Ziferblat with Bird of Prey. We both fell completely for this song first time we heard it, and it's going to be very interesting to see what they're going to bring on stage, because they are aesthetically so brilliant, I think. And that's what we can expect in Basel as well. I guess they're going to bring their choir singers on stage with them as well. For the beginning, they have a lot of very grasping elements. So if everything goes well, I think this will qualify with flying colors.
Yeah. And next up we have Norway. I don't know. He has brought it left, right, and center during the pre-parties. People love him. He's popular on TikTok. He is such a talented, performer, and just is able to dance. And he's good looking. He's young. I just think he has so many different voting groups in his hands. So I think he's guaranteed.
Next up is Cyprus. And Theo Evan. I think this song is a grower, but I think it's not going to be a grower while we see it on stage, because I think it's going to be very impactful. I don't know much about it from before, but I think the song will be, I think it's like the Klemen of 2025, only maybe a little bit better. So yeah, I have really high hopes for Theo Evans, and I think he will qualify with flying colors, even though we haven't seen him on the stage yet.
Yeah.
Then we're going over to the favorites with absolute top performances from the night, and also we will, in the end, come back to who we think will be top 3.
Yeah.
So one of the favorites of the night we think will be the Netherlands and Claude. And that is because C'est la vie is such a easy song to enjoy and bop along to the first time you hear it. He's a great performer, very Stromae inspired, which we love. So we think the dance, the show, the vibe is gonna be
and it's easy to sing along to.
Yeah, it is. It's just a strong song throughout.
Yeah.
Maybe not the most exciting, but it can be with the stage show. And I have really high expectations for the stage show. And so we will go over to who we think won't qualify before we go into the favorites of the night, the top 3. So the first one we think won't qualify is
San Marino.
Yes.
I think it's a mistake to have a DJ as a performer for Eurovision, and I think I am in the majority of the voters' opinion in saying this. It's just it's a song in its own right that is not bad, but it's not for Eurovision, and I think people won't vote for it. This is not like actively voting against someone; it's actively voting for someone, and I don't think anyone will.
I'm not so skeptic in terms of the DJ aspect. I think he could do well in Eurovision, but I think so far from what I've seen, from what he has brought on stage, I'm unsure if Gabri Ponte is like innovative enough in terms of, it seems like he has this is the way a DJ is gonna be, like this is how it's been his whole career, and that is basically what he brings to the stage, and it could be extremely good like as a performance, but it would require him to think differently regarding how to be a DJ on stage, because the potential is endless, and still he just comes with this box which has been like this for ages, and that's the thing I think will fall through. Next one,
Slovenia.
And Klemen.
Yeah.
It's a hard one because this can go really both ways, and that's because he brings the feels, and I think this is a very polarizing song. I think some people will pick up the phone and vote for it because and I think others will be like, no, maybe this is too flat, or like it's too much of a like sympathetic begging for votes kind of performance. And it can go both ways, but I think the song in itself shouldn't be strong enough to get to the final.
Yeah.
The next one up, it is Croatia with Marko Bosniak.
One last thing, sprinkle on my sweet revenge.
Yeah. Marko is a brilliant performer. Nothing against him at all. I just feel like the song, it can go both ways again, because it is a more theatrical song, and if it's executed perfectly, he might really stand out and it can go through. But it just feels like the song isn't quite coherent enough. So that's why it's a little bit all over the place and I don't know what to think. And for chaotic people, they might like, this is perfect. For more ordered people, it might just be too much chaos. So fingers crossed for him still, and like really support the person behind this song fully. What a strong person, like a lot of respect for him. But it's just a song. It's just a song. So the next one is Azerbaijan and Rock With You.
Rock with you no matter what. You think I'm not.
I'm not sure why this is here. It's a good song, but I think we have other songs that are stronger. And that's it. Yeah.
Which brings us, sadly, to our last non-qualifier, which we think will be Portugal.
Yeah. And that sucks, because if it was up to us, it wouldn't be like this. But it is, it's a lot of elements, and I'm afraid. Let's say that. I'm afraid it won't be, or it will be Portugal. I hope not. I will vote for Portugal. I will give a lot of my votes to Portugal to get them through, because this is the song I'm listening the most to on repeat from all the songs this year. I think it's a brilliant song, and again, if they don't qualify, I think there's something wrong with Eurovision, because the quality here is off the charts. But it might not be as impactful as it needs to be. That's the worry. So if the time for these types of songs are over in Eurovision, I would have to cry.
Yes.
Yeah. So now the top 3 from semifinal 1.
Yes.
We think that number 3 on the scoreboard in the top section will be
Belgium.
Yes.
Red Sebastian's.
Yes. This is one of our favorites this year.
Yes.
Yes. From the first time we heard this song and saw Red Sebastian, we were blown away.
And we see that on stage, he performs it perfectly. He's never off key, and he really pulls in the audience for the pre-parties that we've seen so far. And he has this like star quality, this uniqueness to him, with being all red and like building up as if you're in a nightclub, and he represents Belgium perfectly, So I think that is the kind of like specialness enough that it will make it really high up.
Yeah, I think it will definitely stand out. And it's so evident that he has put in the work, and he's getting better and better for each performance. His confidence is like really growing.
Yeah.
And I love that he seems very competitive, because he that's not how you like. He doesn't come across as a competitive person, but he actually is. So he's in it for the win. It's his birthday on semifinal 1, so this is what he's wishing for. He's getting a lot of my votes as well. I love this. I think he 100% deserves to be in the final.
Yeah.
And this is just what Eurovision is to me. This is one of the most impactful songs of the year. The song I'm looking the most forward to see every time on stage. So I think you're gonna do extremely well, Red Sebastian.
Yes.
So to our number 2.
It's Estonia!
Tommy Cash and Espresso Macchiato.
Espresso macchiato, 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 por favor.
We love this song for so many reasons, and we love this artist for the same amount of reasons.
Yeah.
But it should be said, we think this song is a parody of someone special. If you're wondering who we think, like what is going to happen on stage in Basel, you can find a link to what we think in the description. And this is the reason why we think this is going to be the second most voted for performance of the night.
Also, Tommy has really made it on TikTok, and this is the public vote, and I think
it is big on TikTok.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he's done very well marketing this. And it's a fun song. Like it's a nice song, and you understand it in the first listen, so it's very impactful, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a rumor that he will bring a lot of old Italian women on stage, so that also is a positive thing for the public vote, I guess. It usually does well. So yeah, Estonia is on our number 2.
Which brings us to our number 1, Finland. Sorry.
Almost.
Oh,
Let's try again.
Sweden.
Yes, Kai and bara badstu.
They're from Finland.
Yeah, it's true. So it's maybe not a surprise. I think this will do really well with the public vote. They have a great stage show. They are the favorite on the odds. Yeah, it's gonna probably be a no-brainer, I guess. Let's see. But I think definitely it is between Sweden, Belgium and Estonia. Please tell us in the comment section what you guys think, if you agree with us, if you don't agree, who do you think will be the top 3 from the night? And who do you think will be maybe a shock disqualifier?
Ooh.
That would be really interesting to know. And hope you have a nice day. Thank you for checking in again. And I forgot to say it, but if you enjoy what we do here, please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, we should say that we have really tried to answer all the comments that we get. So I guess a lot of you watching this have been, talking to us in the comment section, and we really, really appreciate it. And now we have reached like a volume that we can't answer everybody anymore. Like it's just, we can't. It's impossible. That's why from now on we will only answer the ones that are actually subscribed, because we have to make some sort of sorting system to be able to get in contact with you. So if you still haven't subscribed and you watch our videos regularly, or you would like to communicate with us, consider to subscribe, and we'll see you in the comment section.
Yeah.
See you in the next video.
Bye.